Anyway, here we go. Once again. Turn off the lights. And full speed ahead, Captain. Oh, and immediately refused one fuel because we were right at the end of the 20th barrel. No problem. I think I'm gonna try and take down the pirate ship that we have evaded here earlier. Here at Low Barnet, which will come into view in just a second. Now, what we need to do here... Combat is basically a bit of a dance. You have a range in which you can... an arc in which to hit your opponent. Here he is. Gonna select him. And... if it doesn't see you, that's for the better, but he does see me. He's gonna fire on me as well, I think. Yeah, he's trying to fire on me. But I found a solution, so I'm firing on him first. Shit. He's gonna fire on me, though. And he's gonna hit as well. I can try and fire on him, but I miss, and I've taken some serious damage myself. So this is the shit bit. Shit, I need to get out of his range. Quickly. I actually need to get him into my range. Get here. Get over here, you idiot. Come on, come on, come on. Alright, finding a firing solution. I'm out of his range, because he can't fire backwards. He doesn't find me, because I'm in the dark. Oh, he might have spotted me. Yeah, he spotted me. And I'm gonna wait for my firing solution. Phew! Right, so that's combat. That was a tough fight. Usually it goes more smoothly. But now there's crates lying here in the sea, in the Z. And if we kind of sail over them, we can have some options on what we do with the ship we conquered. So even though it's just crates, it's symbolical because the ship is really still there. So we can loot and scuttle the ship for supplies, or we can send her home with a prize crew. So that will expend 2 of my sailors, which will make my ship a bit more slowly. Should have actually topped up on sailors in London. Anyway, so I'll lose 2, but I have a good chance, pretty good odds as it says, to have the ship make it home back to London in one piece, not get overtaken by more pirates, and that will give me 50 echoes if it gets there, so pretty good odds. Yes, awaiting your pleasure. That means that it has... I was fortunate, as it says, and I am getting 50 echoes next time I return to London. Alright, let's keep going to Venderbites, where we will drop off our thingamajiggies, our tomb colonists. Now, here, this is a problem. This is a bit of a side quest. It kind of comes up randomly. So, in the watches of the night, you pad softly past the hatch to the crew quarters. A man cries out softly in his sleep, desperately. Another. So you can either ignore them, the captain can seem to take these things seriously, or inquire about their dreams the next morning. And I don't remember 100% certainly what happens, but I think if I ignore them, I think my terror reduces? So if I kind of just brush it off, yes, I lose 1 terror by just brushing it off as being mere nightmares, not really anything to go by. But as you may remember from our first trip, we have garnered the attention of one of the gods of Sunless Sea, which may be a bit of an issue at some point. We'll see later. Now, we are arriving here in Venderbites, and as I said, we will drop off our tomb colonists, and then we will set off for Mount Palmerston and gather the strategic information that we are required to get some fat cash from the Admiralty office. So I'll slow down to take our turn, because it's faster to turn when you are going more slowly. Contrary to what you may think of ships. That sounds a bit counterintuitive to me, that you would go slowly and then turn faster. with the ship. But anyway. We're not gonna explore Vanderbilt. Wait. No. We're just gonna gather another port report. And we're gonna go to the Charner Lounge and sell our 3 tomb colonists. There we go. 163 echoes. And we're still very much fine on both fuel and supplies. We've got plenty, so as long as we don't die, we'll be fine. It's like, turn off my lights. It's like Trump says, as long as I don't lose, I'll win. God, I love Trump. Now, we've taken some damage from that little fight we had earlier. We have 41 out of 75 hull. And you can see that part of the hull has gone red, so that's a bit punctured. So what we can do is we can repair the ship on the fly with this button. Here at the bottom that says repair ship. By the way, we also have a radar, the Z-bat, so I can press Z. You can see a little bat flying out, which will fly in a circle and then report unexplored islands in the neighborhood. There are no islands within the Z-bat's range, and as we can see, that's pretty much correct. In the near vicinity, there's nothing worth noting. There's a little island here, but it doesn't have a port, it doesn't even have a name, so that's fine. Alright. So we can repair the ship on the fly, but every time I press the repair button, one of my supply will disappear. But do I want to trade security of not immediately dying or getting one-shotted for supplies? That's a dilemma I need to figure out. See, now, here we enter a bit that says, this part of the Untersee has not yet been created. Check back in a later build. So, it's this bit that they're referring to. Now, Mount Palmerston, where we need to go, is here. This is Port Palmerston. So, we have pretty much 1/3 of the way to Mount Palmerston. So, the map is pretty extensive for an early alpha. It could have been much smaller, and it's obvious that there is a lot of room for expansion of the map as well. Not top and bottom per se, even though you could do that, but especially to the side, to the east of the map, it kind of just ends. Like the screen just stops and your ship can sail to the edge, but it cannot continue. So there's no land or anything prohibiting you to go further, it's just the game itself. AKA, you could probably when the game gets more finished and goes into beta, it's probably going to be a bit more expansive. Right, as you can see, we are sailing out into the open ocean, the very dark sea, the Z, and our terror is increasing at an alarming rate. These red dots mean that it's going very, very fast. So we're going to turn a bit and go into that light, and you'll notice that these red dots here will now become orange dots. See? That means that we're getting terror slower now because we're in the light. So that is a bit of comfort in our dark days. And as we leave the light, the orange will stay for a little bit because we don't immediately get scared again, but then we go into full terror mode once again. Now, we're near the Chapel of Lights, which are the little lights you can see over here. It's an entire island full of little lights. But I'm not gonna do a detour and show it to you right now, because I think, well, I'll show a bit of it. There you go. See? An entire island full of candles. It's a bit creepy there. I've been there before. It's slightly creepy. But I don't want to get my terror up too much and just make it to Mount Palmerston and back to London right at this moment in time.